I was watching this show last night. It was called Buying Alaska. And it's a real estate, one of these real estate shows where the realtor takes people around and they show them 3 or 4 houses and they have to choose which one they want.
Right.
The catch on this one is they are fucking in the middle of nowhere, Alaska, where the realtor is like, I felt bad for all the realtors because how much money can they possibly make?
Right.
I guess you don't need much in Alaska. And they're driving around on like an ATV to various houses. These houses, like, the people are all excited. They're like, well, our budget, and it's mostly like these other real estate shows. Well, our budget is, this, and we're hoping to find something nice. They walk in these just dumps.
Really?
They're all these shitholes, like no running water.
It's shitholes in the middle of Alaska?
It's shitholes in the middle. That's the name of the show today. Shitholes in the middle of Alaska.
Huh.
It's just outhouses. You're buying a new house, and it has to come with an outhouse. And they're like, well, I like the outhouse. It needs a new door. Like you would with well, I like the kitchen, but we need new cabinets. Mm-hmm. They're like, the outhouse. Or it's like, well, this is, you have to have what do they call it? A honey bucket?
Oh, I saw you tweet that. Yeah. What is a honey bucket?
Well, let's say you're in your bedroom in the middle of the night.
Right.
And, of course, Alaska, it's very chilly. And you have an outhouse outside. You don't want to go out. So your honey bucket is a little garbage pail with a plastic garbage bag in it. And the lid is a toilet seat.
Okay.
And you shit in your bedroom.
Okay.
A honey bucket.
A honey bucket.
Wait, is that a bucket of honey, or that's what they call it?
They just call it.
It just has to have a nice name.
You shit in it.
Yeah, that's what my kid was doing when he was being toilet trained.
Well, that's a kid, though. That's
yeah, but
fine.
When I look at it, I'm like, man, that seems pretty damn convenient.
Well, it's got to be, but...
Why would you want to go outside if you could dump in the middle of the night?
How about you have an indoor toilet?
But who dumps in the middle of the night?
How about that?
Yeah, why wouldn't you just bring your outhouse inside?
Because they don't have fucking, like, plumbing.
Okay.
Some of these places, they got to go down to the spring or the lake to get water. We're looking to buy a dry cabin here in Alaska.
What's a dry cabin?
No water.
Oh.
No water. So they got to, like, sometimes they truck in water into these big tanks that they have near their house, and then the water line goes through the wood-burning stove so that they could get a 1-minute shower with mediocre lukewarm water. I was watching so many episodes of this show last night because every one of them was just people buying these fucking hunks of shit houses.
Why are they up there?
I think they're trying to get away from it. I think they have serious personality disorders.
They say there's a lot of fucking real strange people
crazy
in Alaska.
people. You'd have to be crazy to live up there.
I don't know. It's simple.
I don't know.
You got
That's
a satellite
a little too
dish.
simple.
You could watch whatever the fuck you want.
And then you get people like that. A couple of people tweeted, I live in Juneau and it's just as much a city as... It's like, I know there's cities. I'm not complete retard.
They're not as much as a city. If you have daylight 6 months a year and everybody's cold, bunch of fat polar bears, it's not like every other city.
Yeah.
It's dingy.
Is there a trailer or a little video we could watch?
Maybe.
I am a proud Alaskan.
They call it the lower... You people in the lower 48 don't know what...
Real living is?
48? What year is this?
What do you mean, the 48 preventing Russia from taking you?
Kenneth?
We bought it from them.
There's also a show called Alaska State Troopers.
I've seen that one.
Anthony?
That one's great.
Yes, I have seen that one. That's good, too. These guys cover,
a lot of pot.
1 million square miles, one guy.
A lot of guys, they're busting for pot up there.
Pot? Yeah. I saw somebody get busted for, like, hunting a gallbladder of a fucking bear or some shit.
Or illegal salmon fishing.
Yeah.
They have to fly around to get to places.
Yeah, and then they got to, like, when they arrest somebody, they got to fly them to a place just to book them.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why would they leave all those people alone?
That is desolate.
Their crimes aren't affecting anybody.
Right.
If your crimes don't affect anyone, then what the fuck?
Just leave them alone.
Leave them the fuck alone.
There was one house that this guy and his chick were buying, and it was in this little town that had no roads. You had to take a ferry to get there.
Right.
And no police force. It just I guess they just kind of... What is there? Some constabulary that...
Some villages have, like, village public safety officers.
Yeah, he's just kind of the rat.
Yeah, it's just an Eskimo with a badge.
Yeah,
And what does he do? If there's some real shit going
I
down.
don't even think they have guns or...
No, if anything bad happens, then they could probably call the state police. But at that point, they take care of all their own business.
They sprinkle whale blubber on you, and that's your punishment. Public whale blubbering.
And those guys, there's like no backup for those guys. They're out in a fucking Arctic fucking...
Nowhere. And they're dealing with, a well-armed populace. But, for the most part, people take care of their own problems.
And they don't really have a lot of crime, so...
No.
Because there's only 9 people there. They figure if you did it, you have a 1 in 10 chance of being caught.
Yeah, not many people per square mile.
Yeah, what is there to do up there criminally?
Yeah.
I'll take your branches and throw them in your yard.
You stole my snow.
So the honey pot, they just shit in?
Yeah, they shit in the honey bucket.
Bucket.
They have, hot water is a commodity. Water itself is a commodity. Electricity, they were showing these old generators that they got to use. So they got these big diesel tanks. It just looks like you're constantly having to lug water or fuel or wood. Like, you can't just relax.
It just,
oh, God, is that
sucks.
a honey bucket?
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
All right. But how do you prevent the smell from escaping?
You don't. That's just it. You're shitting in your bedroom.
You can't wrap it up?
You're sleeping with your fucking shit smell.
You could tie off the bag, at least.
Why would you do that? If, then what? Get another bag?
Yeah.
The reason
how much shitting you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And who shits in the middle of the night anyway? Isn't it more for peas?
I don't know.
Wait, why don't they just fucking go out to the outhouse?
Because it's
too
fucking
cold.
Alaska cold.
You'd have to
In the
bundle
middle
up.
of the night.
Oh, you don't want this. Just I piss so much, I'd hate it.
Oh, you would not do well in
I'd
Alaska.
squat over my honey bucket.
You'd be pissing in your honey bucket. The
I
honey
hate
bucket.
that.
I don't piss much anymore because I dropped coffee.
Oh,
It's coffee.
that'll do it. Yeah.
I piss half the time now.
I had a piss jar in my old place in New
Nice.
Jersey. I would fucking whiz in my thing. I mean, I'd dump it out every day.
Why don't you just get up and go to the bathroom?
Because,
It's
Jim
not
was
that
out there with his
far.
girl a lot of times during the early morning. And I was like, I just want to fucking whiz here.
I just want to whiz here.
Gross. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Just sucks. These people were born up there. That's why they're kind of stuck to that area, I bet.
Yeah, most of them were. There was one guy that lived in, Minnesota, and he moved up there 5 years ago.
I don't want to live here. But this is where my family and friends are.
So you have to.
You have to in the end. I don't know where I would go officially, but I don't know. Maybe down in the Caribbean or something.
That'd be nice.
Stay warm all year
boring
long.
story from me?
Yes, Kenny.
What happened, Kenny?
You see that other shit show, Alaska Gold Rush?
I haven't seen that shit
It
show.
fucking sucks. I hate it.
It's
What's that
probably all
one?
fake.
It's like they gold mine like it's the fucking turn of the century. I don't know.
Oh,
they
they're
get all
trying to get some
excited when they
gold.
see a fleck of gold.
Yeah.
Fucking stinks.
Good story.
All these fucking inbred people.
Why? They're looking for some gold, Kenny. What's wrong with that?
How much
Everyone
gold do
wants
they
some
collect?
gold.
A fleck?
Yeah, that's all.
it?
They get excited.
How much can you get for a fleck?
I don't know, but it's all fucking so dramatic, and I hate the show.
It really is astounding when you think that man pretty much just took every bit of gold out of the state of California. And, there was a big gold rush going on, right? So in the 1800s, everybody fucking went there. And there's pretty much no gold left.
They got the scams going on now where you could go mine for your own gold.
Yeah, but
those people already know you're not going to find anything of significant value.
Yeah.
There's a show for that too.
Right.
Yeah.
What's that called?
I don't know, gold jerk-offs.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I would watch that every week. Gold jerk off, son.
And they get excited
Discovery
because
Channel.
every once in a while they find something that you can almost see.
Yeah.
But they, like Aunt said, they got all the gold out of there.
got
So
it
now they're
all.
getting money from these tourists.
Crazy.
You think you look stupid going to mine for gold in
Yes,
2013?
they laugh at you.
It's not like you're going to hit a fucking vein where there's just tons of gold being pulled out.
Yeah, so his yard.
The old days.
They take your money and give you a dumb strainer.
Give you that dumb pan.
Right, and go have fun.
I'm a prospecting for gold.
Meanwhile, the fucking state owns the land anyway. Back then, if you claimed it, you're like, all right, I put the thing in my rope. I have a gun. If you come here, I'll kill you.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Now the state has it. Well, it's that's a state farm or state fucking park, whatever it is.
It's fucking some regulation.
Honey Bucket is a awesome Melvin song.
Is it?
A band I never understood that a lot of people talk about. The Melvins.
The Melvins.
Do you have the Melvins Bucket song? Because this guy says it's amazing. I got
hipster crap.
Honey Bucket, I mean, it's called. Do you have it? Oh, here it is. This guy says it's an amazing song.
Oh, look at that.
A little rush in there. DJ Wedge 73 from Twitter.
Any words? Or is it an instrumental, this Honey Bucket song? It rocks. Give him that.
They just didn't feel like writing words that day. Right here. Nope.
I like this, though.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's a fuzzy guitar, man.
Yeah.
That guitar's fuzzed out. I like it.
How much more time?
Someone says it
145.
Huh?
Kicks in at about 120.
Wow. Sounds like early Metallica.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Definitely.
A lot.
I wasn't getting the drift of the Honey Bucket, though, in this song.
I am enjoying this.
For the words.
It's not bad.
No.
All right, thank you.
I wonder what year that is. Can you tell there?
Oh, God, that's gotta
old,
be
right?
late 80s. Right?
Is that before Metallica or after?
Well, I mean, the Melvins they were a huge influence on Kurt Cobain.
That guy's still alive, I think.
Yeah, the Melvins still do it.
No, he passed away. He had a headache.
Let's go to Don in Alaska. Don, I knew this was coming. What's up, Don?
Why do you guys always got to shit on Alaska? First, it's the beaver bacon you guys didn't like me telling you about. Now you got to fuck with my living. That's what I do for a living.
Oh, you're a beaver bacon guy. That sounded horrific. I forgot about that. By the way, the Melvin song is from 1996, right?
Oh, okay.
Is that what it says there?
Yes.
What's the beaver bacon again for the people that didn't hear the first time?
It's just you slice the beaver tail. You slice it nice.
Oh, my God.
Thick?
Slice it nice and thick, and you can smoke it or whatever, however you want to prepare it.
Yeah.
You just fry it in a pan and it tastes just like bacon.
Is it good?
Can we find that in New York City?
Yeah, it's good. Probably not, no, unless you went to like one of them exotic
If it was good, McDonald's would be offering it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, beavers don't grow on trees. That's why.
McBeaver tail.
It sounds horrific. Is that what it looks like? And what, you get an order of French fries on the side?
Yeah, you can, hash browns. But yeah, no, it looks exactly like.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! Look at this thing.
I would never eat
A
it.
roasted beaver leg. Now we're just looking at beaver dishes in general, but
It's a little gamey, I bet.
that's a little gray looking. You don't want your meat to look too gray.
You gotta marinate it in buttermilk for 10 years before you cook it.
That's porcupine.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Jesus.
no, it just tastes like a little grassy. That's about it. Depending on what they've been eating.
Grassy.
But,
Do you know what I like eating whale? What you do is you slaughter the whale,
Yes.
and there's a little area around the blowhole that's delicious, and you throw the rest of it in the
Yes.
fucking ocean. Let it sink. Get rid of it.
No.
Get rid of it.
But you guys were talking about the TV show. Well, Keith was talking, or whoever the hell was talking about the TV shows. Everybody up here can't stand them fucking people.
Oh, yeah?
They, well, first of all, you've got so many regulations. You got MSHA, which is just like OSHA. You've got the BLM. I mean, everybody is crawling up your ass. And then you bring in a bunch of TV cameras and stuff. Nobody wants. I mean, yeah, we cut corners. I mean,
Oh, yeah?
to get the job done. And I mean, when you got TV cameras, then all of a sudden MSHA starts. Well, hell, look what they're doing. they come in, they just start inspecting everybody in the whole goddamn area, and it fucks everybody up.
Wait, you're really a miner up in Alaska?
Yeah.
What are you guys mining for?
Well, we do. It's gold, but we've got a placer mine, and then, we get silver, platinum, tin, and copper, along with it. But it's pretty much you just go for the gold and platinum and silver.
What's
way to go, Dad?
What's the biggest haul you've ever had?
In one clean out or a season?
Nah, like in one day.
Yeah, biggest find.
Your biggest find. And do you take a little taste for yourself? Throw a little something in your back pocket?
I own the company, so yeah.
Oh, you own the company.
But we do it by clean out. You you don't just go and look for individual nuggets or anything. We've got just like on the TV show, except we know what the fuck we're doing.
Ah.
But
how much do you make a year? No one knows you.
Probably about what you do.
$2
maybe a little
billion?
bit more.
Wow.
Yeah.
You make more than us?
A little more than that. It's about what you guys make, yeah.
And the cost
Give
of
us a
living
number.
up there is pretty
no one knows what we make.
Exactly.
People think they know.
It can be anywhere, depending on cost and everything else, what diesel prices are and how many guys I've got, and everything else. It can be anywhere from about 10 to 15 million if you know what you're doing.
Oh,
wait, your company's making 10 to 15 million a year?
Well, total gross, yeah.
And then what do you get out of that?
About 30% of that.
Yeah, that's about what we make, but plus 10 or 15 million.
Wait, 10 to 15. So you're making upwards to 5 million a year?
You can. There's guys up here that make a lot more money than that. Just depends on where you're at.
Holy shit! Do you have a good?
Get around you got to go around the the potato patch area or like Petersonville. They're doing pretty good because
our vacation in Petersonville.
Oh well,
But the problem is you got to live in Alaska.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Although your money must go really fucking far up there. Holy shit! That's got to be like making 20 million in the States.
Right.
Do you have a big house?
We've got a camp. That's pretty much it.
A camp.
Because you got to work all the time.
Well, you only have like 100 to 120 days of the season.
Wait,
so you've got to bust ass and work 18 hours a day easily for, upwards of 3-4 months just to sit there and, make money.
All right,
and then everything gets frozen?
Yeah, I got more questions. So you work 120 days a year, and you could haul in for yourself when all your bills are paid about $5 million. And then what do you do the rest of the year?
I'm down in Mexico right now, starting up a mine down here.
Oh, boy.
Well, good luck
down
with
here,
that.
That's great.
They don't play down there.
How many human heads did that mine cost you? They love chopping people's heads off.
We've got it's private security down here and stuff. It's security out of the United States. But
why would you want to go to Mexico? Why wouldn't you? It seems like you have a really good life up there in Alaska. Why would you want to expand?
Well, number one, because up there it's only 100 to 120 days of the season. Down here, it's all year long.
Yeah, but that's everyone's dream to work 120 days a year. Then that's it.
Okay, but
it's more to make.
I can pay a guy $500 to crawl into a fucking hole and dig, gold for me down here. We're up there. I got to pay him,
love this guy.
$80,000-$90,000 a year.
I could pay a Mexican to get in a hole and pull gold out for me.
Wow.
He laughs. It's great.
I had no idea we had a multimillionaire listener like this. I want to hear from more of the multi-millionaire listeners.
Yeah, you're a financial podcast.
But a lot of the money goes right back into it, buying new equipment because
That's right, Norton. You got to invest and then reinvest and reinvest.
Yeah.
Exactly. The equipment doesn't last very long. You may get 3-4 seasons out of it, and then it's fucked, and you just use it for scrap.
This guy's being taken to the cleaners by the shovel people, like they're charging him $80,000 for a shovel.
Oh, hey, the fuel up here, diesel alone is like almost twice as high. When it got up, peaked at $5 a gallon down there in New York. It was diesel alone was like $6.50, almost $7. Up here.
Just shipping everything over there is gotta be a pain in the ass.
I think you're lying about being in Mexico.
No, I'm totally in Mexico.
Because you said up here and down there in New York.
Well, because we just left last Friday and came down here.
Why would you say up there in New York? Mm-hmm.
Well,
force of habit.
We just came down here like a week ago.
All right. You had your Thanksgiving in Mexico. That sounds terrific.
Bunch of goat. That was about it.
All right.
Good
Thanks, Don.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right. Beaver Bacon, that guy. I remember him. Harry in Nevada.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Hi, Harry.
I don't know. You tell us.
I'm just driving in the snow up here in northern Nevada. Just so you guys know, there's more gold in northern Nevada than anywhere else in North America. Look up a couple big mining companies out here will explain that we do over 2 million ounces of gold a year. And just kind of a FYI for you guys, some of those shows are kind of goofy and they do things a little different. We mine a little different out here, open pit and underground, but it's a little different. A lot more gold out here than people think.
How far underground do you guys go?
You know, they just sunk a shaft out at one of these mines.
2 inches, just laying there. People just didn't go like on the surface.
Yeah, they have to blow a little dirt. No, everyone's front yard is really just solid gold. The grass keeps dying.
To lazy people.
Yeah.
1,300 feet, and then the open pits are, way deep, and then probably a mile across some of these mega pits around here.
Wow, and they just find lots of gold in there?
What it is it's an ore, and then they process it in a mill.
Yeah, exactly. Don't talk to her about it that way. All right, sorry.
But yeah, they process it in a mill, and there's, they use cyanide, they use all sorts of chemicals to extract the gold out to get the bullion.
Wait, so these holes are 1,200 feet under the ground?
Wow.
That's going to be cool. That's going to be cool.
And the underground mines, they take a big, basically, elevator down, and then they go in the tunnels, and they use a jack leg or what's called a jumbo to mine it, to blast
E-rock,
it,
we
muck
call
it
it.
out. And
So these dopes that get a fucking colander,
Yeah.
they're just you guys laugh at them. There's no gold that close to the surface.
Well, I mean, maybe in those areas there is. I can't really speak
Well,
to
like
it.
Kenny joked about some flex. That's about it.
It's like when
if you want to get the real shit, you got to go down.
Around here, my grandfather does it as a hobby. He goes and pans for gold for fun still.
Right.
And he'll get some of that flex and stuff like that. But I mean, you're talking maybe a couple of grams if you even find any.
It's gold dandruff.
What an ounce of gold is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's those shows are they're not real accurate to what a big mining operation is about. And stuff.
Right.
So what's it look like when you pull out of the ground, sir?
It looks like, some of it looks a lot different in different areas of the state. A lot of it looks just like black coal almost.
Oh, wow.
So that's some of the best stuff, and some of it's just giant and, just super rocky, super heavy. And you're talking, we're mucking it out of the ground in these open pits with haul trucks that haul 400 ton of material. And a lot of it, they blast every day, and then they go muck it out, haul it away if it's waste, and then haul it to dump piles. And
how do you know it's waste?
Just the geology in it, man, way above my head. The geology in it, the engineering and all that shit.
Yeah, it's not just some guy, biting a fucking rock and going, I taste gold. Now it's like all kinds of chemistry and shit. Yeah.
You see any monsters down there?
Oh.
No, I'm not an underground guy. All my buddies work underground. They make a killer living as mechanics and running jack legs and shit like that. I mean, you got guys out of high school out here making $120,000 a year.
Wow. But their lungs are fucked.
No, it's not. It's not like coal mining and shit. There's still in the air down there and shit, but it's not necessarily like fucking the black lung pop.
How far down do you got to go for coal?
You know what? I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Why is it safer where you are?
The ground's probably more stable. It's not the same shit in the air, and the ground's different from.
That's nice language.
Like right now, I'm driving by a tiny itty bitty little small mining town called Golconda, and the ground's different from one place from right.
Well, you get more rocks, and you don't have to worry about the fossil fuel methane gases and shit, and
it's just different
stuff
from one
like
place
that,
to
right? Yeah,
right.
Coal mining seems to be a big pain in the ass. Gold mining is like, ooh, what a treat.
All right.
Underground.
Well, thank you, Harry.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Very good.
Be good, Harry.
Learning about
Godspeed.
mining today and having some
Amazing.
fucking Mrs. Fields cookies.
Oh, and looking at beaver bacon.
And beaver bacon.
They look good, Mrs. Fields cookies.
Yeah, we got a whole thing of cookies this morning.
I had to
from
say
one of
no.
our sponsors. I also said no.
I didn't. I had some chalky chips. Yeah, it's pretty goddamn good.
Can we get beaver tail bacon?
Yeah, I would.
Where do you get that in New York? It's New York City. They have one of everything, right? We can find one stupid place that has it.
I bet you get some upstate. I've seen some beavers
they
up
bring
there.
the beaver bacon down to New York City, especially if it's so damn good, right?
Roland would know.
Oh, there's a great beaver bacon place. You can go to, like, Beaver Bacon Extraordinaire. That's a good place. Beaver Bacon.
Yes, it's the Top Chef makes beaver tails.
There's the Golden Beaver. For some Chinese beaver tail. You want a beaver burger? There's a Beaver Burger Emporium.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.